Okay. All right, clap it up. All right. So we're gonna get into it's Friday. Breakdown. Already know what I'm getting into. Questions online, questions in the room. You post them in the chat. Boom, y'all raise your hand. What questions y'all got, you let me know. We're gonna answer. I'm gonna give y'all about 2 minutes to gather those because y'all should have had them together already. And then if y'all get cold, I feel like it's coming through. Y'all close out of bed, whatever. I got this jacket on. Raise your hand. Post them in the chat. You got about 2 minutes and start my topic. All right. Drop that. Drop that with it. Yeah, drop that down with it. Hey, you gotta be careful. You gotta be mindful. Bakari, fix the orchestra. Close that halfway. Halfway out. Halfway. Lift it up a little bit. Halfway. Come on. Leave it like that. Right there. Be mindful walking around that. All right. So y'all come online and y'all got questions. Y'all come in here. I'll answer them later on. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all stay for the duration of this class. You know, and follow along, read along. There's questions, answer questions, all that extra good stuff. All right. Somebody gonna give me first. You're gonna hold Psalms 83 off the bat. Somebody gonna hold Psalms 83. Somebody else gonna hold Genesis 19. And while y'all getting that, we're gonna discuss relationship black people have with Asians. What relationship does black people? What type of relationship does black people have with Asians? Uh-huh. What you mean? You can't think of anything? How we as black people? What's the deal? Our relationship. Okay, when Asians are in your neighborhood, right? When Asians are in your neighborhood, um, what are they doing?
I would say so. I would say it's Chinese.
Asians, Asians cover China. That's Chinese, Japanese, Korean. All that's Asian. Yeah.
Relationship is going over there by their own fried chicken and rats and so all other good stuff.
Yeah.
They so call it.
So you go to their stores, right? You buy their food. What else? You go to their stores, you buying their food, right? You need a tailor. You gotta go to the tailor. They sitting there sizing you and doing all that. Dry cleaners. You gotta go there for the dry cleaners. Laundry mat. They will own your laundry mats. Now there's a lot of Hispanic laundry mats and stuff like that as well, but they will also own your laundry mats. Not to mention, they were responsible for the opioid epidemic back in the day. They were the ones pushing all that damn heroin. You understand? It was them. The relationship between black people and Asians, we don't have much relationship, right? Other than seller and buyer. They sell chicken, you buy chicken. You understand? They say you want to get sized for your suit, I'm going to size you for you. You got to pay me. You want your clothes dry clean and messed up in the washing machine, you pay me and I'll do that for you. They come here and they set up businesses. They come to the ghetto, they set up shop, they set up food, they set up clothing, they set up whatever they need to set up, and then what? And then they go home. Do they pour up with you?
Wow.
They sit there, they kick it with you, and they talk about being oppressed people of color. Do they say that? No, they don't sit there and as people of color, we are oppressed together. Let's drink liquor, man. Let's drink liquor and reminisce on the days where, or think of days where we could come united and come together. They don't have. Here's what y'all don't understand. Here's what the public doesn't understand. Asians don't have a Martin Luther King Jr. They do not have a prominent figure that is trying to convince all Asians that they have to come together with other races. There's no one person doing that. There's none at all. And you'll never find it because they sustain themselves. They set up shop in other people's neighborhoods, make their money, and go back to their neighborhood. You understand that? And on top of that, they set up their own town. They call it Chinatown, where you go and give them your money voluntarily. So they walk in your neighborhood and set up shop, and then they set up their own neighborhood and make you walk into their neighborhood and spend money there. Black people and Asians don't have a relationship. We don't have. There's nothing in common that we have. And this whole propaganda that's been pushed online and on the news about how black people and Asian hate must stop. What the hell are you talking about? The Chinese food store making $10,000 a week in the neighborhood. What are you talking about? You watch what's the movie? South Central. Watch South with Old Dog and he shot the clerk. You watch South Central one time and you swear Asians get hated. Asians are hated on. It's so damn bad. Mom, what's up? You stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Lean up. Sit up. You can't watch South Central one time and then believe that Asians are hated on. That's just not the truth. It's not real. What is real is black people being killed in the streets. And so because black people being killed in the streets and you're finally mad about it, you know, they switch the narrative. Oh, we must stop hating Asians. There's nothing they can do now to get your mind off of black people being killed. You understand? There's too many of us being killed, and it's too often that we're being killed. There's absolutely nothing they can do to make you stop thinking about it. So what do they put on the news now? Let me tell you something. They put Asians on the news now. Why do they put Asians on the news now? Because you have so much compassion in your heart that when you see somebody else getting treated, they're not getting treated like you. But they're making you think Asians are getting the same hate you've received since you've been in America. You have so much compassion as a black Hispanic Native Indian man, a black Hispanic Native Indian woman, that when you see them supposedly being treated like how you treated, you just open up your arm with full welcome and say, oh my goodness, the Asian hate must stop. This is ridiculous. This is horrible. And that's the end. When their babies were never stomped on. The pregnant women's mother's stomachs was never cut open. Never fed babies by alligators so they could get the leather. You understand? The crocodile. They never did that. They never did that. That never happened to them. Their oppression, quote unquote oppression, it's not real. They went from selling opioids to being your tailor. That's what it is. That's what it is. They went from being drug dealers to becoming tailors. You understand that? They went from being drug dealers to opening a restaurant. They're not oppressed. Understand? They're not oppressed. We're going to get into a couple things. I got 2 videos we're going to break down because apparently with all this going on, we must have forgot about that sister out in Brooklyn with the damn nail salon and the Asians beat her down in that damn nail salon. The Asians beat her down. Let me see. Is it that? It's multiple. It's a nail salon and there's one in a beauty supply store. Let me see which one I want. There you go. Oh yeah, Shalaki. Give me 1 second. Okay. In a beauty supply store. They forgetting about, first of all, it was one in Brooklyn. You forgetting about the sister who got beat down in the nail salon in Brooklyn, and then you forgetting about the other sister who was beat down in a beauty supply store back in 2017. You must be forgetting all this damn Asian hate floating around. It must be real hard to remember your own oppression. It must be real hard when your sister got beat down in a damn beauty supply store. It must be real hard. It must be real goddamn hard. Give me Psalms 83, Mama son. Psalms chapter 83. Pass them around.
On concert, you said Psalms 80.
I'm trying to get you the microphone.
Yeah, come.
Psalms 83.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. A psalm.
Yeah, keep not thou silence.
Keep not thy silence,
Oh Yahweh.
O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and
be not still.
And be not still. O Yahweh.
Hold not thy. This right here is saying the Most High should not hold his peace. He shouldn't withhold his, like he shouldn't be calm about this. We're begging him, don't be calm about this. Get retribution for us. Go ahead.
Come on, sir. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Said the Lord has enemies. The enemies are being tumultuous, and they that hate him are lifting up their head, like they're lifting their head up high. Read on. They're being proud. They're saying the Lord is nothing. The Lord won't do nothing back to me. Read on.
Come on, sir. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against our hidden ones. They're his people. The Lord's people is Israel. People have come together and sat there and plotted and thought out, how can we topple Israel? How can we? So I'm gonna say this is break. This thing is break. How can we kill Israel? How can we destroy Israel? You wonder what your relationship with the ends are? We about to get into it. Read on.
Come, sir. They have said, "Come and let's cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
Let's commit genocide against them. Let's convince them to do Planned Parenthood. Let's feed them out. They ate bats instead of the damn pandemic. Read on.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They've consulted together with one consent. They've all these people was about to get mentioned have come together with one consent. Meaning what one wants, what one race of people, they're going to mention the races. They say it in the bias. They're going to mention these races of people. They're going to mention these races of people, and these races of people are, they're going to say, well, this one wants this, and this one wants that, and we go into it. Because Asians is going to want the same thing as one of your most known enemies. Read on.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom. Who is Edom?
Salaki. Come, sir.
Who is Edom?
The so-called white man.
The so-called white man is Edom. And we all know our relationship with him, don't we? We know how we get killed outside in the street for nothing. We know how they influenced gang culture to start, how they influenced drug culture to start, how they give you the drugs and guns, how they dropped a train load, not a truckload, a train load of guns in the middle of Chicago. And then want to cry about violence in Chicago. We know our relationship with them. We know how you go to court and get convicted for stuff you didn't do. We know how they make laws based on you. Based on, oh, black men do this. Make a law on this. Make a law against them. Make a law. Black men are rough? No. Make a law in New York saying, make the mayor say, when you sit on the subway, if you don't close your legs, it's called man spreading. Oh, I'm sorry, but men don't have a vagina. We kind of have to open our legs a little bit so we don't destroy ourselves, for lack of a better term. You understand? We have to open our legs. They said it's going to be called manspreading, and you're going to get a $500 fine. The whole cart could be empty. Said if you sit down and you open your legs and a cop is on that train, he can give you a $500 fine. Yeah, no. We know our relationship with Edom. You understand? We know our relationship with him. Read on.
And the Ishmaelites.
And Ishmaelites are Arabs. We know how they got us worshiping that goddamn rock for hundreds of years. They got us really prominent for the last 60 years, 60, 70 years, but very prominent serving this damn rock, serving it, and making us believe. Even Malcolm and Elijah and Farrakhan making us believe Islam is the black man's religion. Just for them to go to Mecca and see every race was Muslim. And it blew their goddamn mind. And Malcolm came back here. It blew his mind so goddamn much. Malcolm came back to the States and started talking about the goddamn Bible. Malcolm came back to the goddamn States and started saying his next speech when he came back was the Valley of Dry Bones out of the Bible. It blew his mind so God. I just talked so much about some. Well, Malcolm did that. I said, you know Malcolm, yeah. I said, what's one of his most famous speeches? I don't know. I said, I'm gonna help you. Which one did he get when he came back from Mecca? I don't know. I said, okay, cool. You know what the Valley of Dry Bones is? Oh yeah, the Valley of Dry Bones from the Bible. That's from the Bible. That's what they got to do with him. Exactly. What they got to do with him? Why did he come back to the States and start talking about the Valley of Dry Bones? He's supposed to be a Muslim in the Quran. Why he come back here talking about the Valley of Dry Bones? Because he went to Mecca and saw all those Chinese people and all those white people, all those Africans, and they was Muslim. All those Arabs, they was Muslim. We know what the Arabs was. We know how they sell us fried chicken that is fried and disgustingly unhealthy, the worst oil possibly find. They don't even pick the damn feathers off all the way out. You know what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. I know our relationship to Arabs. Stand if you need to, nobody. Stand, dog. Stand. Back straight up. Stand. You understand that? We know our relationship with Arab. So we know that we have a bad relationship with Edom and a bad relationship with Ishmael, right? Remember, the Bible just said all these people they're consulting with one another and they're on one consent. And they all agree on one thing about you. So we know how Edom feels about you. We know how Ishmael, the Arab, feels about you. Read on.
Of Moab.
Of who?
Of Moab.
Of who?
Of Moab.
That's the Chinese. So you know how Edom feel about you? How the white man feel about you? It's not even a question. Whether you are in the truth or not, you have had horrible experiences with white people. Tell me I'm lying. The only difference is if you out the truth, you chose to forgive and forget. That's it. You chose, I'm going to forgive and forget. You've had horrible experiences with white people. Arabs, you walk in the damn chicken spot, they give you dirty food. You got to, hey, man, I ain't asked for this. I want this. And they talking about some, no change. And you got to lose your damn mind inside the damn chicken shack for them to replace your food. And then you got to wonder if they spitting in it. Now you don't even want the damn thing no more. You know the relationship with them. It said your relationship with Moab is the same. Your relationship with the Chinese man is the same. How many times you walked in a Chinese food spot to be talked rudely by a person at the counter? To be given some chicken wings that seemed like they were not fresh. Those were stale. Those were stale. Let me tell you something. Everybody knows better than to be the first person in a chicken shack or a Chinese store. You're getting the stale food from last night. You know that. You know better than to be the first person in there. You know you got to let them be open for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours maybe. Let that 11 o'clock pass. Open at 11, 12, 1. You got to go there around 1:30, 2 o'clock and get yourself some nice food and get yourself, some fresh food that they just took out the fryer, that they just took out the pan, because if you don't, they're going to give you what they left out last night. We know our relationship with them. You want a tailor? I had a brother, Hispanic brother, who was a tailor. They done the Chinese them caused this goddamn pandemic and had that brother shut down because he couldn't afford the rent for that store no more. Excellent tailor, excellent. I made sure he clean every time my garment needed to be clean. I walked down the street and took it to him. Excellent tailor. I had his rib in there doing the work with him, and his children in there doing the work with him. He had to shut down permanently because they want to eat bats. And then guess what they did? Opened up a furniture store right there. But that tailor, that it's a Chinese tailor on the same block. They was fine. All that saved up chicken wing money made sure they was fine. Yeah, you know your relationship with them. You're just lying to yourself. If you don't know your relationship with them, hold on. I got you. I like to show people their relationships. Let's see your relationship with them, man. Oops, it's locking. One second. Let's see your relationship with them. Ready? Play this. I think I played this out loud. Let me tell you what's happening. It's a sister. Just listen close. I know y'all can't hear it. The best in the back. There's a sister trying to walk out of a beauty supply store. She's trying to walk out. They saying you stole. No, you stole. She said what? She only has a pocketbook on. She said you could check my pocketbook. First of all, brother, this is a sign of oppression. As black people, especially black women, you can't touch her. You can't touch her. You try to touch her hair, she lose her damn mind. You want to reach in her purse? She's willing to be violated to prove to her oppressors that she didn't steal nothing. And she's trying to walk out, and they are saying, "No, you stole, you stole." She said, "You could check you could check everything I have. I didn't steal nothing." It is a crime if you black and you walk in a Chinese place, you walk in an Asian-owned place. It's illegal for you to walk in there and not buy something, because if you walk back out and you ain't go to that counter and bought something, they're gonna say you stole. You can't just go there and be like, "Damn, I thought y'all had that type of brush." Never mind, and walk out. You can't do that. Can't do that. If you walk in there and go, "Damn, they ain't got that brush," and I be feeling this out when I walk in stores, I still feel it. I feel it. You walk in there, you like, "Man, I ain't got what I need," and that feeling of I'm a black person about to walk out of a heathen-owned store without buying anything. Oh yeah, they're gonna think I stole something. They're going to assume I stole something. If you walk in there looking for a pick and they ain't got it, you better buy some damn grease or something. You better buy some bliss sticks or something, because you're going to get jumped. They jumped this woman. They jumped her in the store. I'm going to get a TV up in this mug so y'all can see it.
No, I did not.
Did you pay for it? Did you pay for it?
Right now, what I'm doing, I'm playing it. They can see it online. They can see the video that I'm playing online.
That's what I need. You know what? Y'all can.
I can't see it. Asian woman, this little Asian woman.
You know what? Y'all
Asian man takes her by the neck. Listen, I can pay attention. Asian man took her by the neck and pushed her head back.
I'm a female. Assault on a female. Are you serious?
Yes, I need that.
You see what she said, right? I'm a female, assault on a female. Here's the problem. You know who that works with? On black men. Yeah, that works on a black man. On a black man, you said assault on a female. The cops could be on break with 3 donuts and 2 coffees in their hand. They dropping everything, running over there to put you in cuffs. She said assault on a female. That Asian man did it. He didn't even flinch. He didn't even flinch. He said assault on a female. You're going to die in here. Not just assault. I will kill you in here. There's no fear of her saying assault. He has no fear. Mama saw stand. He has no fear of her saying assault. He doesn't care about no damn assault. He will kill her in that damn store. You understand? He's choking her and pushing her neck back out, and she's not hitting them back. Understand this. If I don't have the little screen or whatever, she's not hitting him.
I saw that video and the way they treated that stuff, man. I'm like at home at that time, and I'm like watching this thing, and I got so mad. Like, what? How they treating a sister like this? Like, but we have no rights into nobody else like that. So we saw somebody like that, they put us under the jail. But they didn't do this man treating a black sister like she is nothing. And there's nobody to help. Yeah,
there's nothing you could do. And you know what you could do? What you could do is stop going to these stores. You know, black men posted up outside these stores protesting it like, no, we're not going here no more. Black men. I remember this. Black men. You know what happened? You know what happened? A line around the block of black women trying to get back into that store formed. A line around the damn block. I watched the damn video. I think Cap was outside the store or something like that. I watched the damn video. Line around the damn block. A black woman trying to get back in there to buy hair and nails and stuff like that. A line. And black men was out there like, nah, like, and they around and they were saying on the video, he was like, and then next week, y'all gonna be crying about how we don't protect y'all. You're gonna be crying and yelling and screaming about black men ain't S and they ain't worth nothing. They don't protect us. Go get you a white man. We standing right here saying, stopping you. Don't go in there. We can't physically touch you. Telling you stop. Do not. No, we're not. This is not what we doing no more. This is not what we doing. Go. Find another way. Do your own hair. You can't wear no nails for a while till a black shop open up or something. He's standing right there, and they was just sitting there looking at him like, because they was there before the store opened. They was waiting for the store to open up. It was a damn shame. It's a damn shame, and this damn beast choked her out. They want to talk about how they died in a mass shooting, and that's horrible. We don't want nobody to die. That has nothing to do with the black and Asian relationship. That's nothing to do with trying to push their agenda on us. Why the hell do we have to care? Why do we have to care as if all our problems are fixed? As if everything we've been going through is fixed. No, the Bible said they on one consent. How do I know? This looks very much like what that cop did to Sandra Bland. This looks very similar. They're on one accord. You understand? Well, what's that sister that just died down south? Kendra? Not Kendra. So the K, you know what I'm talking about. They shot her through the door or something like that. Can't remember her name. You said Kendra Blake, right? That sounds like it, but I'm not sure. That's what I was thinking too.
So you say she got shot through the door?
By a cop.
Yeah, by a cop.
And the cop was not charged with shooting her.
Breonna
Taylor. But there was another one with a K, though. You know what I'm talking about. There's another one with a K that I was actually thinking of. And the cop in Breonna Taylor case, Breonna Taylor, he wasn't charged with shooting and killing her. You know what his charge was? Because some of his bullets went into the neighbor's house. Damn, you dying. I'm so sorry my bullet broke your vase. Damn the fact that she's dead. She's dead. Talking about they was watching her house and suspicious packages, and USPS came out and said, well, they asked us to get involved. We got involved and told them there's nothing suspicious about the packages. So what the hell are y'all talking about? and still say he got fired because of the bullet that went into the neighbor's house. They made it very clear. We applaud him for killing her, but that bullet that broke that woman's vase, we apologize for that. We apologize. The Bible said they on one consent. So why are you surprised when they choke you out in the damn beauty supply store? How the hell you surprised? There should be no surprise. You cannot walk in there and not buy nothing. You can't walk in there and be like, okay, at the other store it was $7. Over here is $8.49. I'm gonna go back to the other store and get it. You can't do that. You cannot do that. If you don't buy something out of that damn store, you are a thief. And everything they do to you because they assume you're a thief is going to be okay. You want to cry about Asian hate, and they want to bring up when that Asian man got dragged through the damn airlines. They dragged him like a rag doll through United Airlines out. And here's how you know it's not some conspiracy against Asians. They all banded together and said, we are never flying United again. And United gave out, I believe, 40 billion in gifts or 40 million, some type of ridiculous number in like free flights and discount on this and upgrade you to VIP first class, this to all this like future flights for like Asians. What are you talking about? There's no conspiracy against Asians. There might be a conspiracy when you take a mugshot of a woman who you already killed. There might be something there. When I say conspiracy, you might be conspiring to kill them. You might be looking for reasons to kill them. There's no Asian hate, and black people should not be involved in that. If there is Asian hate, they should take that up with who? The people that run this earth. They should not come to black people. They should not lean on black people. They shouldn't ask black people to care. They shouldn't tie it to black people's movements. You understand? The same way they're doing it with the LGBT agenda. Don't tie nothing that you got going on to black problems. You can't do that. We came out the womb and we was black into the world that was a crime. You chose to be alphabet. You chose to do this and do that, and you want to compare your crimes to us. We came over here involuntarily. What does that mean? They stole us, huh? They stole us, brought us over here. You came over here on a plane, huh? You understand? They came over here on planes and boats. Don't compare what you go through to what I go through, because you have a homeland to go back to. You have a country. Your country is literally here with America for power. Here. You cannot compare your problems to my problems. You can go home and it's like you never left America. The economy is just as big. Since coronavirus, America's economy has gotten smaller and China's has gotten bigger. You can leave here and go to China and it's just like America. It's like you never left, but you want to compare your problems to my problems. You can't do that. You can't do that. Like I said, you have a homeland and you still choke me out here. Please. We ain't even going to talk about how they treat us in their homeland. We ain't going to talk about how Chinese people have admitted how they treat us in China. We ain't going to talk about how they admitted that Chinese people, peep this, treat Africans different than Negroes in America, in China. Yeah. I got the video out. Yeah. Then yeah. But they're not ignorant to it. African can come over there. Yes, brother. You set up shop. Yes. Negro come over there. It's buy food, get out. Yeah. That was Psalms 83, right? Drop Psalms 83. Give me Genesis 19. And of course, this goes, when I say this is Moab, you read a little bit further down and say Ammon too. That's the Japanese. That's the Japanese. 1 second. And 30. Now we gonna get into something, right? Just 19 and 30. We gonna get into the foundation. Where did Asian people come from? Let's find out where they come from first. Where do they come from? What's going on? Read.
The book of Genesis chapter 19, verse 30.
Bakari,
And Lot,
can you put this on the chart? I got 5%.
and Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar. And he dwelt in a cave, and he and his 2 daughters.
Lot was a righteous man. Zoar. He dwelt in Zoar. He was in a cave after that alphabet city got destroyed, Sodom and Gomorrah. After the angels came through and destroyed it, Lot left like they told him to. He had his 2 daughters with him. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And the firstborn said unto the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth.
All right. They in the cave talking about all the men on earth must be dead. Everybody else on earth is dead. They all dead. So in order to preserve our father's seed, read on.
Come. 32. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
This is where you get the Chinese and the Japanese. Chinese and the Japanese came from 2 daughters who got their father drunk on 2 back-to-back nights and had sex with him. This is where you get the Chinese and Japanese from. That's why their eyes are like that. That was a sign from God that what they did was disgusting. And it was a sign on them forever. He made a nation of them. And that nation has all of these marks. That's why they come here to America. What they do to their eye, they do this. They get surgery to their eye. You ever seen like he coked out, like a Chinese like he coked out, or a Vietnamese man like his eyes like this? They get surgery to open their eyelids because like this is a curse. It used to be known that was a curse. I think it was Mongoloidism or something like that. It used to be known that was a curse. The same way that the alphabet community used to be called a mental disease. It used to be known these things was curses and it was bad. This is where they come from. This is exactly where they come from. Your relationship with them will never be good. This is how they started. This is what they do. You understand? They believe that eating parts of children increases their lifespan. You understand? Put them in soup. Yeah. You can never have a good relationship with them. They eat aborted babies. I wonder whose babies they're eating. I wonder who they assume has the best life force on earth. I wonder why they keep trying to market melanin. Come on. They eating aborted babies and trying to convince you to abort your baby. You putting them together now? You putting the 2 together? They're disgusting. They're disgusting. You can't have good relationships with people like this. You can't. You just cannot. And you know how disgusting this is? You know who made Blue Letter Bible? I think Blue Letter Bible is owned by a white man or something like that. You know what he put right here on top of this before this little paragraph started? It says Lot debased. You know what debased means? That means they utterly humiliated and shamed him. I ain't even Blue Letter Bible, put it right there in your face. Shamed and utterly humiliated Lot. And of course, in disgusting little head, what are they thinking? We're saving daddy. You can't get along with this. You can't get along with this. Drop this. Give me give me Deuteronomy 23:3.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 3. And Ammonite of Moabites shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Well, that was pretty damn cut and dry. That was pretty damn cut and dry. I didn't even have to go get 2 separate scriptures. An Ammonite or a Moabite shall never come amongst us. I got a question. Why do they have Chinese stores in every part of the ghetto? You read this, you just read that. Why are they all around us? Why are we trying to be forced to accept them when the Bible just said they shouldn't even be near us? All right, this is not our place, right? This is slavery. And because you were a slave, they said, damn, your law, you're going to follow the law of America. And the law of America is land of the, what is it? Land of the free, home of the brave, home of the slave. You do what we tell you to do, and we are telling you to accept Asians. I'm about to pull my second, thing I need y'all to see. I need y'all to hear. Maybe y'all can hear this one. This is from Vlad TV. What part of Vlad TV? This is from Vlad TV on China Mac. China Mac is, Vlad asked him, why do Asian immigrants open business in dangerous hoods? Why you go to Newark and Patterson and EO and Trenton and you look everywhere and it's and the Chinese stores be dirty as hell, stained windows. We don't give a damn. They sleep on the floor and get up at 11 and cook for you and do it all week. I know. I know. Why do you think they don't care? Why do you think you never see them eating their own food? Let's let China Mac talk right quick.
I feel like this is what God put me on this earth for, right? Is to help build the relations between the two communities.
So I can give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me get it right. Let me get it right, because this is how he feel. 1 second. I'm gonna pull it back up, y'all. 1 second. I forgot to share the audio.
I feel like I feel like this is what God put me on this earth for, right? Is to help build the relations between the two communities. I feel like
let me give y'all a background of who he is, right? China Mac is a Harlem gangster, right? He's a gangster from Harlem. For all the gangbangers watching this, I'm sorry, but being a gangster ain't exclusive to you. It's not black culture. Being a gangster is, what poor people do. You understand? So he came over here and he was a poor Chinese man and he lived in Harlem amongst black people. And he said, well, I want to be a gangster. And because, of course, gangster is not black culture, right? He can convert to being a gangster. Just like he convert to being a Christian. You can convert into being a gangster. It don't matter where you're from. You're not seeing the white boys that become gangsters. You could be from the best family in the world. They choose to run away from millions of dollars in protected, gated communities to go live in the trenches or be in the trenches with black people because you can convert into being a gangster. You can convert. You understand? So let's read what this converted man, this converted gangster man has to say. Born and raised in Harlem. I know he's from Harlem. All right, let's hear what he got to say on black and Asian relationships in the ghetto and them opening business in the most dangerous hoods of America.
The reason why our communities aren't, but this is just like, this tension, right? Is because of the lack.
There's tension between our communities. Go ahead.
Lack of communication.
Lack of communication is the reason why there's tension between the two communities, because they speak Chinese and we speak English. We can't understand each other.
The lack of bridge building. The lack of
bridge building. Who built the bridge between blacks and whites? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And we all know why he did that. Because he wanted white whores. Orgy Mike. He wanted white women and to be in white swimming pools and to put his lips on a white water fountain. He made your life hell so he could put his lips on a white water fountain. Huh? You understand that? He told you to be he said, you're going to be a janitor? Be the best janitor you can be. Because he wanted to put his lips on a white woman's behind. You understand? Because of all that, he made your life and your kid's life and your uncle and your auntie and everybody else's life hell. Hell. He united us with white people, and you can arguably say he's responsible for gangs. He united us with white people, made us rely on them just for us to have to separate from them or attempt to separate from them and cause all types of confusion. You know you should hate him. But now he done told you love him, and you live too close to him now, and now you gotta obey him, and all your leaders telling you follow him, and there's all types of confusion going on in your head. You can blame Martin Luther King Jr. for a lot. You understand? For a hell of a lot.
Of just like,
so he's saying there's no Martin Luther King Jr. for blacks and Asians.
You know, building a community within the two communities, right?
You should have the black community, you should have the Asian community, then you should have the black and Asian community. That don't work. You can't have two separate communities with opposing gods, opposing beliefs, opposing ideologies. They're opposing races, and they live like this. You know, that sounds like unity camps to me. That sounds like fake Israelites. You understand? This is why we go so hard on fake Israelites, because China Mac sound like a fake Israelite. You understand? Fake Israelites sound like China Mac. There's two communities, and we could be separate and hate each other. But then we should also come together and learn that we need each other.
Right? And I feel like it's long overdue for that. Long overdue for that. I mean, there are like Asian people that you know, that, but for the most part, a lot of people in impoverished neighborhoods, a lot of people in the black communities, they don't really have dealings. Well, at least from what I've experienced, and I could be wrong about other places. I haven't been everywhere, so I can't speak for everywhere, but I can speak for where I've been, right? And from what I've seen is in these black communities and these other communities, if they're impoverished, right? You'll see Chinese restaurants there. You'll always see a Chinese restaurant there.
Oh yeah.
You'll always see a nail salon there. You'll always see something, and they're there to get the you know, to conduct business in these.
He wanted to say get the money. You heard him? Listen,
Chinese restaurant there.
Oh yeah.
You'll always see a nail salon there. You'll always see something, and they're there to get the you know, to conduct business.
No. They're there to get the money. They're there to get the money and get the hell out. You know why he didn't say that? Because that sounds removed. You know what that means? That sounds like Asian people don't actually care about you, but you have a lot of money. So let me come collect your money. Akim. Mawasar. Y'all gotta stay with me out. You gotta stand and do whatever the hell y'all need to do to stay active. He said he's saying y'all have a lot of money in the ghetto. There's a lot of money in the ghetto. So of course, I have to go there to collect your money and leave. But that doesn't sound nice, does it? That don't sound nice. So what do you got to say? The conduct business.
These neighborhoods, right? And
Listen
number
closely,
one, to speak for these store owners is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You're going in these neighborhoods.
You know what he said? Listen.
For these store owners, right? And number one, to speak for these store owners is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You're going in these neighborhoods. These are dangerous neighborhoods, right? And for you to be the only Asian, the only Chinese or Korean or whatever you are, to be in these neighborhoods and to have a language barrier coming straight from China or coming straight from wherever they're coming from.
And they don't usually live in these neighborhoods. They work
don't.
in these neighborhoods, and
they
go
leave.
back.
They go somewhere
to
else.
Usually more of an Asian neighborhood.
Right.
So tell me something. It's so damn dangerous where we live at And it's such a damn risk for you to come over here and come to our neighborhood, right? Y'all following? It's so damn risky and dangerous and bad for you to be in a black neighborhood. Why do you keep coming here? Why? We aren't your people. You understand? It makes sense for a black man to open a business in a black neighborhood to do what? Raise his people up. You understand? That's why Chinese people have Chinatown in America, to help the Chinese in America make money. You understand? There's a place where, look, we all speak Chinese. We all eat the food from China. We all wear the clothing from China. And when we band together, we can make it welcoming for the tourists to spend money together. You see what I'm saying? And how we can all make money as Chinese Americans in America. That makes sense. So it makes sense for a black man to open what? Jamaican restaurants in the hood, soul food restaurants in the hood, Hispanics to open Esperanzas in the hood, and things of that nature. Why the hell is the Chinese man in your hood with Chinese food? And he don't have an answer. He's saying it's so dangerous. Bullets fly. I can't tell how many Chinese food stores I've been in with bullet holes. Either through the glass, or you could see it from where they patched. They might have fixed the glass, where you could see it in the brick, or you could see it on a siding, in the bullet holes from shootouts in the neighborhood. It's why the hell you keep coming back? The money's too good. All that money we claim we don't have, they're taking it. They're taking it. When the dope boys is on the block and they hungry and it's 11 o'clock and, you know, the women don't listen and moms ain't cooking, mom's strung out and daddy ain't there and grandma passed away, they're going to get beef and broccoli. You understand? They're going to get beef and broccoli. That's why they keep coming back. All the dope money. All the damn dope money. You working hard and I just want some chicken wings and French fries. You don't ask a woman to make it for you from your tribes. No, you go to the Chinese man. You don't ban them. If you was to ban them from coming to the neighborhood, I want to surprise you or something. If you was to ban them from coming to the neighborhood, you know you wouldn't miss them. Do you know that? They're selling chicken wings and French fries, and it's not better than yours. Black people don't even open, Hispanic people don't open these types of restaurants that you see, something that sells specifically wings and stuff like that, because you're not going to go there because you keep allowing the Chinese people to come over. Now, if you say, no, we don't want Chinese wings, we want black wings, guess what happens? Your uncle opens up a wing shop. Your uncle going to open it up. You see what I'm saying? Jerome going to open up the damn wing shop. That happens. When you keep letting them come in, you see how they complain. They complain and complain and complain, but they will never leave. They'll never leave because you have a lot of money here. The hood is probably the richest neighborhood on earth. Between the crack money you get and the money you bring home from the money that's on your car alone. Look at the rims, look at the drops on it, look at the neon lights under it. We look like we balling, and you know, come on.
Right. But they go to these neighborhoods to make money. So they come in with a language barrier, with whatever.
You see, I try to go immediately back to how it's so bad for them. The interview of Vlad, he's a scumbag. Vlad's a scumbag. But he's asking neutral questions. You see what I'm saying? He's like, oh, okay, so yeah, they come in to make money. Right? He's getting to the point of it. He's like, they're coming in to make money. He's like, yeah, they're coming in to make money. And he tried to get back to it though, like, but it's so bad because they have a language barrier trying to make you feel bad for them again. When they just got down to why you should not feel bad. It's so dangerous. It's so bad. You don't speak our language, but you make $10,000 a week here. As soon as we bring that out, it's wait, but it's a language barrier. Who gives a damn? Who cares? You understand? Who gives a damn? Ask her. You think they make money? Ask a Jake that go to New York. Ask a Shaka War. Ask a black man that go to New York to hustle on 25th, on 25th, if they care about language barriers. When them tourists come to New York and go to Times Square and stuff, them tourists come to New York, the black man is out there with all types of Native American, when I mean Native American, things that are housed in America that tourists come to see. They be like, yo, I got this CD, man. I got this cassette tape, man. I got the player that go with it, man. And they be hustling the hell out these damn tourists. And they don't speak a lick of Greek. They don't speak no damn German. None of that. You understand? Who gives a damn about a language barrier? He's trying to make you feel bad. He's trying to make you feel bad because you let them in your neighborhood and you allow them to make $10,000 a week. It's so bad, so sad. Y'all should let us make more. You should give us even more money because it's so dangerous for us to come there. You heard what he just said. And then the interviewer had to help him bring the whole story out. You see what I'm saying? The interview had to say, and then they leave and they go back to better neighborhoods. He's like, yeah, he's neighborhoods full of Chinese people. He's like, yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Because he wants to do what the media is doing and try to get you to feel compassion for Asians and have you feel sorry for them. When in reality, they're coming in your neighborhood, making $10,000 a week and leaving. And the fact that they don't speak English is not something you should feel sorry for them for. You should be jealous. You should be jealous. They came here to America, dropped off in your ghetto, opened up a store in your hood on your block, made $10,000 a week off of you and your brother killing one another because you need beef and broccoli at 2 a.m. And then they leave and go back to the Chinese neighborhood where they rich at. You don't feel sorry for stuff like that.
Wherever
stand.
And they're not from I would never open up a Chinese restaurant in the middle of the hood somewhere. That's not just what I'm trying to do in my life.
You know why he's talking like this? Because he knows they're wrong for doing it. He's been in the ghetto long enough and he's been around enough black people to understand that Chinese people opening up. I wish I could see the video so y'all could see how he's fumbling. He's looking for stuff to say to have you feel sorry for him. He's been around black people long enough in the ghetto, so he knows that what Asians do in the ghetto is a crime. So give him the microphone.
He's trying to make it feel like a low key is a part of us.
Yes. He's trying to say he's the bridge. He's the bridge between Asians and blacks. I'm the bridge, and I'm trying to I can give you both sides of the story. You're not black. You're not. But he's been around black people long enough to know that what his people do is a crime, which is why he just said what?
And they're not from I would never open up a Chinese restaurant in the middle of the hood somewhere.
Why? You just said that we should feel sorry for them because they had the language barrier and this and that and the third, and it's so hard for them, and they still come here and succeed. Well, if that's something that you are obviously proud of, and we should feel sorry for because they get hate. They get so much hate when this is all they got to go through. And this is something you should champion. And this is something you should be proud of. Then why the hell wouldn't you do it? Because you're lying. He's lying. He knows that what his people do in the ghetto is a goddamn crime. He knows it, which is why he said, I would never do it, because he knows if he just says it's good, all the black people who listen to his horrible music are going to say what? Oh, we ain't listening to him no more, man. He over here talking about we deserve to have them in our neighborhoods and stuff like that. And he talking like this and talking like that. So he got to go and say, but I would never do it, though. I would never do it. But at the same time, he wants you to feel sorry for his people, so his people keep raping your people.
That's not just what I'm trying to do in my life.
What does this sound like? Psalms 83 said what? They're confederate against thee with one consent. Right? With one consent. So what the hell does this sound like? It sounds like a white person saying, I wasn't alive during slavery. I wouldn't own slaves. But you got to understand the time, the period, and the era they was in. It sounds like a white person. Huh? This is why they have one consent. This is why they all agree on you. They all agree. Well, yeah, when we treat y'all like garbage, it's right. It's good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. As soon as it start coming to light, like, wait, y'all treating us like garbage. Wait, hold on. I would never do it. Even though all your friends and your father and your sons and your uncles do it, we supposed to believe you would never do it.
Life. You know what I'm saying? And most American,
he said that's because that's not what I'm trying to do with my life. Man, I know you trying to be the bridge. He's trying to be the bridge. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do with his life. He's the modern MLK.
Born Asian Americans are not going to do that either. It's the Asian people that are coming from these other countries, immigrants that are coming from these other places, that are building these stores there, right? Because
why?
Because is money.
It's
because
cheaper.
Yeah, because it's cheaper to get it. It's easier. Like, you know, there's a need for it, and
there's a need for. We need Chinese food. We need Chinese food. I ain't never need lo mein a day in my life. Never. I never needed lo mein. I may have eaten it. I ain't never need no goddamn lo mein a day in my life. You know what the problem is? You see what he said? Here's how you gotta actually look at that. You need us in your neighborhoods. Y'all not good enough to put your own laundromats and tailors there. Y'all aren't good enough to have just your stores in the neighborhood. You're not good enough. Black people left alone to themselves are just not good enough. Of course, this is one consent, because what do white people say after they bombed Black Wall Street? Oh, y'all needed us anyway. You know, what did they say beforehand? Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't be self-sufficient. And then we went and did it, and they bombed it because we did it. You gonna tell me? I should feel sorry for these people that tell me that we need them in the ghetto. We should feel sorry for only allowing them to make $10,000 a week in the hood. And come on.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's because there's less competition and you could just go there. Nobody wants to go there.
We want to go there. We want to go there. We want to go there. But because we so goddamn oppressed, we can't. And because they just allow you to drop ship in from Asia and drop onto the avenue, you get an easy pass there. We live here and go through hell trying to get a store on the block. You understand? We live here and go talk to a black business owner. Go talk to one. And go ask him all the paperwork and everything he had to do to get a damn store. Then go talk to a Chinese person, one that can actually talk. Go talk to a Chinese person and go ask them how hard it was to get their store. It's easier. Y'all need it.
Right, so they'll just open up a restaurant. That's why you see that happening so much, and that they're the willingness to, you know, to
they're willing to be in the hood. They're willing. Well, we in the hood all damn day. I believe we're willing to be there too.
To make a better life for their family. They're going into these places.
Now you don't want a better life for your families. That's why you ain't get on the store, because you ain't want the better life for your family. I could talk about this damn video all goddamn day out. He said nothing but pure garbage in his damn video, trying to defend something he said he'd never do. He said he'd never do it. This is why in the Bible, in Romans, the first chapter, where it says if you defend the alphabet movement, it's because you'll do it. You understand? Because you'll actually do those acts. That's why you say, what do black men say? If somebody is gay, but they're not bothering you, why do you care? Because if you agree with something, you'll do it. You agree with it, you'll do it. Which is why he's trying to say, oh man, I agree with what they do, but I would never do it. I would never. It's a lie. That's a lie. He knows he'd do it, but he's supposed to be seen as a gangster rapper. He can't be seen as the face of Chinese gentrification.
Right? And there's a language barrier. And already they have these notions of the black people from watching media, from whatever, right? So that's number one. And number two, when they're coming in these neighborhoods, it's war torn. Like a lot of these neighborhoods are, you see people getting shot in the store, outside the store. You see people getting robbed. You see police coming in. Like, just imagine how much things they would see within just a 1 year span of having a Chinese restaurant in the middle of the hood, and they be in the middle of the hoods.
So why don't you go home? Why don't you go home? It's so damn bad. You have the whole mainland. Your country is literally top 3. You have America, Russia, and China. At this point, you could damn near interchange them for 1, 2, and 3. America, Russia, China, China, Russia, America, whatever the hell you want to say 1, 2, and 3 is, you could damn near interchange them. So go home. Go home. They tell black people go back to Africa all the goddamn time. That's when I got them home and they said go home. Go home, go home. If black people, if Jerusalem was not infested with devils, if it wasn't infested with evil, and there wasn't so many goddamn other races there, and Jerusalem was top 3 powers in the world, and black people ran it, we would not be here. What are you talking about? That is the whole reason we fight for the kingdom of heaven. Jerusalem will be number 1. And guess where we won't be? In the Chinese neighborhoods opening up a chicken store.
Like, so just imagine what they see. So now, there's a language barrier. And Asian people are already like, they're already like insular. Like, they really just keep to themselves already like that, right? So now when they do this, it's.
You mean they're racist? You mean Asian people like to be around Asian people? Just say that then. You ain't got to make it seem all nice and friendly. Asian people really just like to be around Asian people. That's fine. Because black people really just like to be around black people. It's just y'all force us to be around everybody the hell else. I understand for YouTube's sake, racism, right? The original, before they changed the definition in the book, they changed it in the book. Before they did that, we just have old dictionaries and stuff. Racism was to prefer your race above another. And let me tell you something, race on earth, there's no problem with that. You white, you like being around people. You Asian, you like being around Asians. But guess where the problem coming at? You black and you like being around black people? Oh no, we gotta go put white people in his hood. Put Chinese stores on his block. Because why don't he love them more than he love himself? When every other race practices racism. They all practice racism. Why can't we?
It's like, the tension is just brewing because there's no communication here. Even though I'm here every day, I'm never going to communicate. There's no communication.
Right. People aren't hanging out. They're not getting to know their community. Right. They're not going to their customers' homes and having dinner with their customers. They're not inviting those people back to their home.
Right.
They're not forming friendships.
Right.
And that's always been like, for example, I went to UC Berkeley.
Okay, we're going to stop right there because he always trying to put himself on the damn story. Okay. Hey, Jason. We don't go back to their homes and they don't come to our homes because Asians practice racism. They like being around themselves. You know why? Because all of them like eating squid. All of them. So when they get together, they can all just talk about it freely and laugh about it freely without worrying about the one black guy here that does not eat squid. One black guy here that won't speak Mandarin. The one black guy here that won't laugh at our black jokes that we crack when he's not here. You understand? That's why there's no friendships. People, let me tell you something. The word is so damn soft. You cannot create friendships with enemies. You don't believe that we're enemies. That's fine. Give me 2 Samuel 8:2. Give me 2 Samuel 8:2. Second Samuel. Let me see what's this man face at. Come on. 2 Samuel 8:2. Let's go, Hakim. Let's go. And Kashak, he said, why he keeps saying it's a language barrier? He keeps saying it's a damn language barrier because he just wants you to feel bad because they don't speak English. What the hell did when our brothers come from Ecuador and Panama and stuff like that, and they can't speak English, who the hell feels bad for them? Nobody give a damn. Nobody give a damn. Give him that mic. Nobody gives a damn that his Hispanic name that Jose can't speak English because he's from Ecuador. Nobody cares. I walked in the damn DMV one time. My Hispanic sister was sitting behind the goddamn counter and she spoke English and Spanish fluently, and she was grilling another Hispanic for not being able to speak English. Tripping the hell out on this. What was it, a brother or a sister? On this brother. The woman was a sister. This sister's behind the damn counter. And this brother is sitting there trying to get his damn license so he can make some goddamn money in this damn society. And she's sitting there grilling him, putting him on fire in public for not being able to speak English. And then he left and she kept talking about him to white people. That's why he keeps saying it's a language barrier. It's a language barrier. We don't give a damn about language barrier. We don't care. We came here speaking Hebrew. Y'all beat us until we spoke English. Feel bad for you because you can't speak English? Sorry. Can't do it. Can't do it. They beat us till we spoke it. I really don't care what the hell you going through with your little issues to try to learn English. I don't care. That's what people gotta understand. It ain't black people. Let me say something. Black people are so compassionate, they try to hide the fact they don't care. In reality, you don't care that Chinese people can't speak English because you know you were beat to speak English. You were beaten. You don't give a damn that Chinese people can't speak English. But you try to pretend you do because you don't want them to feel like it's Asian hate. You're so afraid of somebody being treated the way you was treated. Because you know if you do to somebody else what white people did to us, you will be killed. You know that. You know that. You don't have the curse of Cain on you. You can't kill a white person without something coming back on you. But they will kill us. They will kill us. Like, that's why he keeps talking about some damn language barrier like he's supposed to care. Nobody cares. Go learn English. Or go back to damn China. You got so many damn options. You see what I'm saying? What option we got? The only option you got is coming to the damn truth. That's it. That's the only option. Where you running to? Where you running back to? Africa? That ain't your homeland. Jerusalem? That's full of devils right now. It's full of devils out, and it's full of Judaism and Islam. There's a dome in Jerusalem. The markets are split down the middle for Jewish people and Muslims in the middle of Jerusalem. We ain't got nowhere to go to right now. You can run to the I.S.U.P.K. That's probably the only place you can run because in the Commander General YAHANNA, it's safe here. It's safe here. It's safe here. It's safe here. You understand? Give me what you got in 2 Samuel 8:2.
Come, sir. The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 2, verse 8.
No, I think I asked for 8:2. 2 Samuel 8:2.
2 Samuel chapter 8, verse 2, or I can have it. And he smote Moab.
This is David. This is about David. David smoked the Chinese. Go ahead.
And measured them with a line, casting them down the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Even with 2 lines measured, he too put to death, and with 1 full line keep alive.
Mm-hmm. Meaning he killed 2/3 of them in 1 full line. He kept them alive. Go ahead.
And so the Moabites became David's servants and brought gifts.
And the Moabites became David's servants and bought him gifts. That's the relationship you have to have with Chinese people. You don't believe me. You don't believe me. I understand. I do. Give me Acts 13 and 22. You're going to be saying, why would David? That's in the Bible. Just because it's in the Bible don't mean you should do it because he smoked more. You're going to run around killing Chinese? No, we're not going to run around killing anybody. We're not. But this is the relationship you have with Chinese people. They're your enemies. You understand? Every other race that is not Israel, to Israel, is an enemy because you have tried to kill us or you have enslaved us. If now, some point throughout history, you tried to kill us and you enslaved us. You are not a friend to us. You are an enemy to us. The Lord don't care about your little individual relationship with Mackie from your job and how he to roll blunts with you and smoke weed. No one gives a damn about that. To Israel, a nation, every other nation is a damn enemy. Read.
And when he removed him, bring it back.
No, that's
Acts,
it.
chapter 13, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
Fuck him have it.
Come.
And when he removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king,
Mm-hmm.
to whom also he gave testimony,
Mm-hmm.
and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after my own heart.
I found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart. Go ahead.
Which shall fulfill all my will.
Before you say we shouldn't be like David when he was not being friendly with Moab, which is a progenitor of the Chinese. David means a servant. He meant them a servant. He didn't have a buddy relationship with them. You understand? He didn't have a buddy relationship with them. And then the Lord said, David is a man after my heart, meaning David did what the Lord would have did. You understand? David did what the Lord told him to and what the Lord would have did. So before you should be exactly like David. Be exactly like David. Drop that. Give me Judges 3 and 28. Quickly. It's 8:51.
Judges 3 and 28.
The book of Judges, chapter 3, verse 28. And he said unto them, follow after me, for the Lord has delivered your enemies, that the Moabites, into your hand.
Wait, no, read that again. That's you gotta be reading that wrong. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, follow after me, for the Lord has delivered your enemies.
Your who?
Moabites.
Your who?
Your enemies.
The who?
Your enemies.
And who?
The Moabites.
The Moabites. Your enemies, the Moabites. So when they choked you out in that beauty supply store, when they beat you down in that nail salon, that's because they're your enemies. They're your enemies. They're coming inside your neighborhood, setting up shop. It's cheaper. This is where they said we could go. No, it's because they're your enemies. And what better way than to walk into your enemy's neighborhood, knowing they won't do nothing to you because they are afraid of what you or what the white man would do to them if they did something to you, knowing that they won't do nothing, walk into their neighborhood, set up a shop and rob them of $10,000 every goddamn week for some stale ass chicken wings. What better way than to topple your enemy? This is your enemy. This is not your friend. This isn't someone you build a relationship with. This ain't something where you put a bridge, like China Max said, between blacks and Asians. You don't put a bridge between blacks and Asians. You don't put a bridge between them. I'll give you one better. Put a bridge and burn it. So there's no crossing. There's no connecting. They're your enemies out. Those are not your friends. They ain't nothing nice. Those are your goddamn enemies. Give me 1 Kings 1, 1 Kings 11 and 1. First Kings 11 and 1.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, verse 1. Or I can have it. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites.
Stop right there. It's going to mention all types of nations. Your women are strange to us. They're strange. Meaning, we don't make friendships with you because your men are our enemies and your women are strange. You understand? You are not people who we should strive to be together with. You are strange enemies to us. You understand? To Israel, you are strange enemies. No amount of chicken wings and fried rice and $2 discount Fridays is going to fix it. None of that is going to fix it. You understand? None of it. There's no bridge you can build between us. And I'm saying all this to say what? That mass shooting that happened against them, it was horrible. That should not happen in the earth, but it's happening because they, our enemies, the Moabites and the Ammonites, the Chinese and Japanese, agree with the man who runs this earth, the white man, on how to run the earth and what to do to people. You agree with him, like Psalms 83 said. Y'all are on one consent. A crafty counsel. That's why mass murder happened to y'all. It's unfortunate. It should not have happened. Saw that as a bad thing. But it happened because you agree with the man who runs this earth. And we disagree with him. We disagree. You agree with him. We cannot be friends. You understand? We cannot be friends. This new age of tolerance and all that bull crap. You cannot agree with somebody, but you have to tolerate their God. You got to tolerate the fact that they want to do this and they want to do that. You don't have to agree with it. No. Damn that. Damn that. If I don't agree, I don't have to tolerate it either. You understand? I don't agree with you coming in my neighborhood and selling chicken wings, but I must tolerate it. I must allow you to stay right there. No. I will actively want you gone. Get out of my neighborhood. Leave. You have Chinatown. Go to Chinatown and let all the tourists and everybody else, let people come to you if your food is so damn good, instead of forcing us to eat your slop when it's 2 a.m. and we ain't eat for 2 days. Homeless people begging for coins and dollars, and as soon as they get $5.75, they go, it's more expensive now. That's 2021. As soon as they get $7, go get the goddamn chicken and French fries. Get the hell out. Get out. Stop forcing us to eat your slop and get the hell out. Go to Chinatown. We don't want you here. I don't have to tolerate you being here. Leave. Drop that. Give me Ezra, E-Z-R-A. Ezra 9 and 1.
The book of Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. Or I can have it.
Okay.
Now, when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites,
the Japanese,
the Moabites,
the Chinese. What they do are abominations to us. You ate a bat and started COVID. That's an abomination. That is an abomination, and you have the whole goddamn earth on lockdown because you eat bats. because you want to eat a damn bat. Everybody's on lockdown. Everybody's on lockdown because you want to eat a bat. Like, that's abomination to us. And we're not supposed to be a part of abomination. Nor should we befriend abomination. So Asian people, you're not being oppressed in America. You're not. You're not. However, if you are, take that up with the person who runs America. Don't ask black people for help. And black people, let's not ask them for help with our problems. Don't ask them. We don't want them. We should march and don't do a damn thing, but we don't want them to march with us. No, they can stay home. You don't have to march with us. You don't have to go to City Hall to fight for them to not knock down our buildings with us. Stay home. Get away from us. Stay away from us. We don't need you. Because when you feel like you're getting oppressed, handle it on your own time. Ain't got nothing to do with us. We got too many goddamn problems in the hood to be trying to run over there to you when you are getting oppressed. Take that up with the white man. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Mass murder? Are we the ones committing mass murders? No. Who's committing mass murders? White people. Go take that up with them. Who runs the country where the mass murders are happening? White people. Go take that up with white people. Go do that. With that being said, any questions, comments, y'all bring them back next week. Remember, Friday is scripture breakdown. So bring them questions if you got them. That being said, man, the Israelite Mudgeon. We're gonna wrap class up. Shan. Any announcements? Second slide. Passover, y'all know Passover April 24th. Get them hotels in, get them flights booked. Let's get this going. Y'all know what it is down in Houston, Texas. You in Jersey, just call that number that's going across the bottom of the screen. We'll get you right. What else? It's Passover. Feast of Unleavened Bread is down there. It's a whole weekend down there. Y'all just come on down and enjoy yourself. Pay your fee. Pay the $200 fee first. Don't come down there empty-handed. Pay a $200 fee. You know what I mean? And let's rock it on out. All right. When it feels like much Shabbat. When it feels like much Shabbat. Barak. Slide. Much Shabbat. Much Barak. Yahweh. And Matah. Hands of these dismissed.